Welcome in, welcome in. Tonight we are live from Phoenix International Raceway, week 2 of the Donut Box Xfinity Series. Presented to you by the Donut Box Racing League's YouTube channel. We take a look at the schedule here. We are week 3, technically, of our season. The first week, of course, was Kentucky for the preseason shootout. And then Cody Moore was the winner of our race last week at Daytona, barely squeaking out a win over the 38 of Cam Patterson here, as you can see. Following the order that finished, Cody Moore, of course, with the win. Cam Patterson, Logan Physician, Warren Young, David Mayo rounded out that top 5. With Tony Osborne, Mark Parkhurst, Bill Sleep, Christian Taylor, and Jimmy McIntyre Jr. finishing top 10. We go ahead and take a look at the current point standings. Of course, Cody Moore with the win. He's the first one locked into the round of 12 in the playoffs of this series. Mark Parkhurst, Cam Patterson tied on top of the leaderboard right now with 50 points each. Followed by Tony Osborne, Warren Young, Logan Physician looking good there in the top 5. As we go back live here, we've got about 5 minutes left in the practice session. As you see the 88 there, Cody Moore, last week's winner and the champion of Season 1, sets the quick time on the board in that 88 machine. There it is right there, that pink frosted donut. He's looking quick tonight. Other quick cars, second right now in practice is the 23 there, Tyler Smith. You've also got the 84 of Andrew Lewis. He's a rookie. He's making his first start tonight in the series. He's third on your leaderboard right now. Fourth in practice is Mark Parkhurst, and then fifth in practice right there, the 15 of Jack Scoville. It's looking to be an exciting race tonight. If you look, our top 10's only separated by 0.2 of a second, so it's going to be close racing. It should be a lot of fun. I'm excited to watch it myself. Got the good beats going on in the background, and it's going to be a fun broadcast. Hoping to see plenty of battles, plenty of exciting action. Let's go ahead with about 4 minutes left in practice here. Let's see if there's any drivers open for an interview tonight. Let's go ahead and talk to last week's winner and Season 1 champion, Cody Moore. Let's go ahead and bring him up. Hey, Cody, it's Jesse in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
So, of course, you were the champion of Season 1. You started off your season strong last week with the win at Daytona, and then you're first on the leaderboard tonight in practice. You're looking fast. What are you thinking of your chances tonight? You think you got the car to win it again, bank it back-to-back?
Oh, hell no. I'll be honest, that lap is that is a pure qualifying lap. I do not have that speed in race pace. Granted, I've said that before, but on race pace, I was about 0.4 off everybody, so we'll just kind of see. I feel like for me, it's going to be about managing my tires and hoping we get a couple nice long runs that I can be around at the end of like last year. I expect it looks like some of the new guys are going to be pretty good. I expect Jack will do pretty well. He was the dominant car here last year. Shane was really good here last year. John McIntyre was good. Jordan Shear was good. I expect those similar guys and maybe a couple of the new guys to be up here doing it again this year. So
Absolutely. Andrew Lewis, he's making his first start. He's sitting fourth in practice. It's definitely looking like it's going to be a good race here, good field tonight. Any shout-outs you want to make before I let you get back down with your team?
absolutely, huge shout outs to all of MDM for the hard work this week. Hopefully we can get a little bit of redemption after not the best showing last week. And thank you to you for doing the broadcast. And yeah.
Alrighty, I thank you, and I'll send you back down. Good luck tonight.
Thank you much, brother.
Quick talk with Mr. Cody Moore there. Of course, you got Cam Patterson. He's sitting in 7th right now. He was the runner-up of last week's Daytona race. We'll go ahead and chat with him with about 1:40 left in practice. Hey Cam, it's Jesse up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Alrighty, you finished P2 to Cody Moore last week. He's on top of the leaderboard again. You're sitting in 7th, so you're only about a 10th off his pace. How's the car feeling for you tonight?
A lot better than I was expecting, I'll say that. I was really nervous about tonight, I'll be honest. I saw, Phoenix is a very difficult track, and this car is a very difficult car, but surprisingly, the combo is not doing me dirty. It's comfortable. It's nice to save tires in and do hot laps in as well. I like it. I like it a lot.
Alrighty. Yeah, it's looking like a pretty good field. A lot of guys, out pretty much the top 11 there within 2/10 of each other, so it should be a close race. And do you think it's going to come down to tire management the most out of this race?
I'm thinking so, yeah. Cody said that last year there were a few wrecks, but it was really just guys hitting the wall, and I won't be surprised if we see that again. But with the way that Daytona went, I'm hoping that we'll, do the same with, minimizing wrecks and hopefully having long green flag runs and having to do our best to save the tires.
Alrighty, well, Logan's saying in the YouTube chat to give him his teammate back, so I'm gonna do just that. I'll wish you and him both good luck tonight, and I look forward to seeing what you can do tonight. Have a good one.
Appreciate it, man. You do too.
That was Cam Patterson right there in 38 car sitting P7. Let's get a close-up on him here. That Red Bull machine. Practice is now officially ending. We'll be getting into qualifying. If you look in the standings board in 21st place, it says race control, number 999. Do not be confused. That is a racer by the name of Mike Poole. He was one of our race control drivers last year. And, well, they forgot to change his nickname and number in the league, so that's who we'll be referring to is race control is Mike Poole, number 84. He's a part of off-camber racing with Christopher Bishop, Warren Young, and Cody Curran. As we see the man we last spoke to, Cam Patterson, in that 38 Red Bull machine, good on the track for his qualifying effort. It'll be interesting to see how practice translates to the qualifying, see who can get on top, set the quick time. I wouldn't be surprised to see Cody set a quick time. He's usually scooping up the pole awards. As we watch Cam finish up a lap here. Cam Patterson sitting on top of the board for right now. Christian Taylor just finished a lap. I think that was his first, so let's see what he can do on his second here. As he comes through 3 and 4 to set his second lap. What's the time gonna be? His first lap was actually faster at a 27.71. His second lap was a bit slower. Several other people setting their quick times right now. Christian, that's not how you pull onto pit road, buddy. Are you okay? That's unfortunate. We'll just we'll find somebody else to watch real quick. Don't mind that. Jimmy McIntyre Jr. finishing up his second lap. He's sitting third right now. We'll see if his second lap can get him on top of the leaderboard. As you see the 88 of Cody Moore. Like I said, he just moved on to the top of the leaderboard. He's quicker than by 2/10 than anybody else. And that may have been only his first lap. See what he can do here. See if he can better that time. Nope, as it seems like the case with most of these guys, their first laps seem to be the quickest. But right now, Cody Moore holding down that top spot, followed by Cam Patterson, Christian Taylor. Tyler Smith looks to be finished with his laps here. So he's going to bring it down to pit road. We take a look at the 35 now, David Mayo. He's yet to set a time. This might be his first lap here as he goes through 3 and 4. Comes across the stripe. He might have scraped the wall or something there. I'm not seeing the time pop up for him just yet. Yeah, it seems like everybody that's qualified was almost 2/10 slower on their second lap. A lot of the times you see the quicker laps once there's more heat in the tires, but apparently not tonight at Phoenix. As Dave Mayo finishes up his second lap. Where's he going to end up? He is 14th on our leaderboard right now. Top 3 still Cody Moore, Cam Patterson, Christian Taylor. Christopher Bishop, Jimmy McIntyre Jr. right behind 4th and 5th right now. This actually could be David's second lap, but we'll see if it's actually faster or slower. Nope, his second lap was about a 10th and a half slower, as has been the case for most of the field tonight. As you see Mark Parkhurst coming around. He takes the second spot away from Cam Patterson with that lap of 27.629. That was his second lap, so he's one of the few drivers that managed to be quicker on their second lap around the racetrack. But there doesn't seem to be anybody else left to qualify. So with about 5 minutes left in practice, we'll see if anyone else heads out. Yep, as far as I can tell, everybody has set a time. The only person I'm not seeing on my scoreboard is Shane Fuller, but he does love to steal the spotlight and qualify last. So we'll see if that happens, and for now, we will just take ourselves a quick break as we look at this lovely Skycam. As the qualifying session wraps up here, we've got about a little less than 2 minutes until we get ready to grid these cars up for this 175 lap event tonight. Of course, we are at Phoenix International Raceway for the Rattlesnake 175. 175 laps, 175 miles. 2 stages, one at lap 50, one at lap 100, and then the final stage to the end. Fixed setup, 1 fast repair, 4 sets of tires. My sources have told me that these cars can get roughly 40 to 43 laps on fuel, somewhere in there. So, as usual here in the Donut Box Racing Leagues, everybody will have to make a stop in every stage, just to put more emphasis on the pit road strategy and whatnot. As qualifying does close out, I'd like to thank everybody that has tuned in tonight so far. Thank you for coming out and watching yet another one of these races. It means a lot. This is the first league I've ever signed up to broadcast full time, so it's exciting to see. It's exciting to see viewers in the chat and the live stream. Feel free to say hi. Go ahead and hit that like button. Feel free to hit that subscribe button to stay tuned in to whenever there's new live streams. If anyone's interested in joining the Donut Box Racing Leagues to come race with us, there is a link in the description for that, as well as a link to my personal YouTube channel where I occasionally go live and play around on some iRacing or some other games. And every probably 8 or 9 months, I might post an actual video that I edited. Doesn't happen often, but we're getting ready to get the cars gridded up. I believe, I can't remember if Phoenix is 2 pace laps or 1, but we're going to do our best to get through the starting grid. We did get to watch the 57 of Shane Fuller steal the limelight for himself, as he went ahead and qualified P2. So, pretty good showing for Mighty Donut Motorsports so far, getting 1-2 on the standings. 2 Chevrolets there. Followed by 2 Fords and Mark Parkhurst, Cam Patterson, and then Christian Taylor finishing out the top 5 as the lone Toyota in the top 5. Let's see if our drivers are on track yet. I can see them on pit road there. I'd like to be able to look at them. There we go. Let's go ahead and find ourselves a nice view here. Starting on your pole, there on the inside line, the 88 of Cody Moore. Yet to get on track. On his outside is going to be the 57, Shane Fuller. Followed by the 04 Crown Royal Mustang of Mark Parkhurst. Starting on his outside is the 38 Red Bull Machine Cam Patterson. Rolling off 5th place, the 96 Storm Motorsports Machine of Christian Taylor. Followed by Christopher Bishop off Camber Racing, number 42 Mustang. Jimmy McIntyre Jr. starting P7, followed by the 98 there of Warren Young. Scott Ford Jr. and that 62 car going to be rolling off P9 with Tyler Smith and that 23 Jordan Toyota on his outside. Rolling off P11. If I can find him here on my list, is going to be rookie Andrew Lewis making his first start with the Donut Box Racing Leagues, followed by Tony Osborne in 12th. 13th, you've got the 32 car Ryan Castleberry. Logan Physician going to be starting off 14th, along with Justin Bell, Bill Sleep, David Mayo, Jordan Schur, Mike Poole, John McIntyre wrapping up your field. Because I do believe the pace car is off. And we are getting ready to go green here as we enter the Geico restart zone. Green flag is out. And the first lap of the Donut Box Xfinity Series Week 2 is underway. See the cars fan out along the apron there. Going into turn 1, looks like Cody Moore has established a pretty decent lead. But it is 2x2 battling throughout the field right now. As you see, Shane Fuller gets the run on the outside. He's going to be your leader here. Cam Patterson's looking to get around Cody Moore for second, and he does. So Cody Moore, your qualified, your pole winner, he's already dropped 2 spots here in the first lap. You look back, the 62 there of Scott Ford He's gained 3 spots in 1 lap there. So a lot of big movers so far in the field. Your top 5 right now, though, still evening out. We take a look at that 42 car, Chris Bishop. He's struggling early. He dropped 3 spots on the first lap, and as he comes across the stripe here, he stayed even where he was at. So he's getting it back together, but there's a lot of good racing here early on. Lots of good battles throughout the field, especially right here for 6th place, 5th, 6th place. It's getting serious. Shane Fuller, though, he's extending his lead by a little bit over Cam Patterson. Him and Shane Fuller have made quite a gap already to 3rd place. Cody Moore still holding that down. Mark Parkhurst is right on his bumper, though, looking to make a move. 62 of Scott Ford. Definitely your biggest mover of the race. He's already moved up 4 spots from his qualifying position. He went from 9th to 5th so far. So he is definitely making tracks tonight. I heard from a source that this is the first time he's raced at Phoenix. So if that is the case, it's been an impressive showing for him so far. But look at this gap already from 5th to 6th. They're definitely getting spread out early, though. Mark Parkhurst, Cody Moore. They're battling right now for 4th place, side by side going into turn 3. Scott Ford looking to throw his name in the hat as they're almost 3 wide coming out of turn 4. But it looks like Mark Parkhurst is going to take that spot away from Cody Moore as Shane Fuller and Cam Patterson continue to build that gap. You'll see Scott Ford Jr. here looking to take that spot away from Cody Moore soon. Christopher Bishop in that 42 is looking to recover. Meanwhile, your biggest loser so far, falling 7 spots, is Christian Taylor. He started P5. He's all the way back in 12th right now. It's not looking good for him early, but maybe he's just trying to save tires. He's fallen back to 13th now. Of course, you've got the 15 of Jack Scoville trying to take some paint off the wall up there in that other Storm Motorsports machine. According to my data, he actually didn't qualify, so he girded up in 22nd place, and he's made his way up to 10th. So he's made good work to gain as many spots as he has so far. Definitely good work from him, as we've got clean racing so far through 8 laps. Whole field racing hard, still keeping it clean. Scott Ford in that 62 did take that spot away for 4th from Cody Moore. Now he's trying to get 3rd from Mark Parkhurst. Really good racing so far from everybody. That's what we like to see. Cam Patterson, if we look back up front. Shane Fuller, he's still got the lead of this race. I'm not sure why his paint scheme's not loaded in. He seems to be the only one, so I'm going to blame him. That's his fault. Cam Patterson's keeping it close. He actually was about a little less than 2/10 quicker than Shane that last lap. So he's looking to make up some ground. And he's wanting to get this lead for himself. Getting the first stage is going to be lap 50. So we've still got a good way till we get to there. Everybody is going to have to come in at least once to get a splash of fuel to make it to the end of the stage. So they're going to hope that their pit road entry practice was enough not to get any black flags or wreck the darn thing trying to get it slowed down. We look back here at 7th place. Warren Young taking a spot from Jimmy McIntyre Jr. there. Warren's on the move right now. Him and Jack Scoville have been trading fast laps back and forth, so they're definitely seeing what ground they can make up early here. As we look back to 23 of Tyler Smith immediately under more pressure. This time it's from Jack Scoville, who started 22nd. He's made his way up to 10th. He's looking to move up into 9th here as they go into turn 3. Coming out of turn 4, is he going to have the run? Is he going to take the spot? Looks like Tyler Smith was able to hold on to it barely. They're still going to be side by side going into turn 1. Definitely lots of good racing throughout the field right now. Everything up front with the gap for the lead is still the same. But everybody's getting spread out here, and it's been a good fun race so far. As we look at that 96 car, Christian Taylor, I think he just cut the apron farther than anyone has cut the apron yet. He was down there almost hitting the pit wall. But it seems to be doing him some good. I saw he set a fast lap earlier, but your quickest car last lap was the 62 with Scott Ford Jr. He's still looking to get that third spot from Mark Parkhurst. Their gap has been maintaining pretty close to the same there. Is honestly, I'm not sure, but it looks like, yes, the 33 car, Ben Madden, has already made his pit stop. That might just be a strategy call to be the first one into pit road and go ahead and get your splash of gas out of the way and then not have to worry about it. He is the first and the only car to come down pit road so far. Cam Patterson in that 38 car, he is slowly scraping into that lead that Shane Fuller has. They seem to be going back and forth, very evenly matched right now for the lead. It's just going to come down to who can nail their pit stop and who can save the tires the best. Those two are still maintaining about a 3-second gap to third place. You can see them back there. We look to see, it doesn't look like there's many battles going on track right now. Everybody's kind of getting spread out, but you still got a close group of racers here with Tyler Smith, Logan Physician, Mike Poole. I'm sorry, that's Andrew Lewis there in the 84 car. I'm not quite sure if his number is supposed to be the 84. But maybe that's just me. As you see the 78 of Logan Physician there, giving up that spot to Andrew Lewis. As Andrew looks to get the spot from Tyler Smith to break into the top 10. '81 of Jimmy McIntyre Jr. and the 98 of Warren Young are kind of battling back and forth here. Jimmy McIntyre just took 7th place last lap from Warren Young. Shane Fuller's lead is slightly shrinking over Cam Patterson. As you see Cam trying to reel Shane in here. We're getting close to halfway through stage 1. If you give me just a moment here, you might see something pop up on the screen. Don't be alarmed, it's just me trying to see the standings properly. Alrighty. Sorry about that. I realized I had the wrong standings board for my information. I couldn't see the bottom 3 drivers. Reason I bring that up is because you look now at the 7 car of Justin Bell. We haven't heard much from him yet tonight, but he's your 2nd car to come into pit lane. And you see Jordan Schur right there in that 6 machine. He's rolling out of his pit box. He just came in for his fuel stop with 22 laps done in this stage. So you got your first 3 cars coming into pit road. As that lead continues to slightly shrink for Shane Fuller, Cam Patterson's trying to make up as much ground as he can here. As you see the 88 machine, Cody Moore. He's your first top 10 driver to come into pit road and go ahead and fuel up for the end of this stage. If you were wondering if Ben Madden there in that 33 machine, if you wondering if it helped him being the first one to pit road at all, he was out of his box a second faster than the other two guys by coming in first. You see the 62 of Scott Ford Jr. dips into pit road. You got the 10 car Tony Osborne behind him. Everybody seems to be making their stops at the halfway point of the race. I don't expect many folks to take tires, although with the fall off of laps, if somebody wants to get some more stage points for themselves, they might see it worth it to go ahead and take tires and have that speed advantage over the rest of the field. Cam Patterson looking to reel in Shane Fuller, but he's actually been losing ground on him the last couple laps. Shane's lead has now grown to about a second as you see the 38 car Cam Patterson go ahead and come to pit road. It's going to move the 04 of Mark Parkhurst up into second. Remember, all these drivers will have to come down at least one time in this stage to go ahead and fuel up. They do not have enough fuel to make it 50 laps in these cars. So we go ahead and look at our pit lane cam. See if we spot any other drivers coming to pit road. But out of the cars that have pit so far, Cody Moore is leading those cars. Ben Madden definitely did pick up some spots by spending less time on pit road. As we do see somebody hit pit road. Not 100% sure who that was, to be completely honest with you. We'll find out in a second. That was a 32 car there, Ryan Castleberry making his stop. As your leader 57, Shane Fuller, comes on the pit road as well. In that New England machine. The 04 car Mark Parkhurst is going to get himself a bonus point for leading a lap as you see Cam Patterson behind him. Current top 5 cars that have not pit yet: Mark Parkhurst, Warren Young, Christopher Bishop, Jack Scoville, Andrew Lewis. Christian Taylor, Frank Warner, Shane Fuller. Well, Shane Fuller's not going to be in that spot anymore, but race control, aka the number 84, Mike Poole. We've got multiple number 84s on track, don't mind it. It's just, they're just out there to confuse me. You got the 84 white and red car, Mike Poole, and then you got the 84 Budweiser machine there of Andrew Lewis. I'm sure they'll have that fixed for next week. Latest car to come into pit road is that 96 Storm Motorsports machine, Christian Taylor. Comes in to fuel up. Lap 30 of 175 here. You see Shane Fuller now out of pit road. He's still held about the same advantage over Cam Patterson. Mark Parkhurst, of course, your current leader. Shane Fuller is your current car that has... the only car that has pit so far that has got their lap back. Everybody else stuck a lap down currently until the rest of these guys go in for their pit stops. Looks like Christian Taylor in that 96 machine, he must have took tires that last stop. He may be looking to have a slight speed advantage over the rest of the field and see what stage points he can pick up here. Making up some ground here before lap 50. You see him get around the 64 of Bill Sleep there, who has not pit yet. Oops, sorry about that. That's got some weird internet stuff going on here, if you can still hear me. My apologies. Hopefully we're still alive. I'm going to keep rolling like I am. Mark Parkhurst, still your race leader. As we still seem to be having some technical difficulties. Hopefully they sort themselves out. My apologies for this. Hopefully everything gets back calmed down and we can get back to calling this race without having to worry about everyone disappearing multiple times. That would be nice. As we get back into it, your top 8 drivers still yet to come down pit road. Shane Fuller still currently leading all the cars that have made their mandatory pit stop. Cam Patterson, 2 cars behind him. He's the second car that has taken their mandatory stop. Seems like our weird internet issues have settled themselves out as Mike Poole goes ahead and comes down pit road to get his fuel. Then you see his teammate, the 98, Warren Young, and his other teammate, 42 car, Chris Bishop, off Camber Racing, all taking their pit stops here on the same lap or so. That's only going to leave a handful of guys that are yet to pit. Mark Parkhurst, current leader, being one of them. He's going to have to come down for fuel here in the next probably 3 to 6 laps. Mark Parkhurst, Andrew Lewis, Frank Warner, Bill Sleep, David Mayo, still yet to pit. As I said previously, Shane Fuller is the only car that has pit that is currently on the lead lap. And he has a big lead once these pit stops roll through. He's running a perfect race so far in that 57 machine. No change right now in your top 5. Everybody's still staying out. They might be hoping for a caution right now, but I don't think we're going to get one. You see some tire racing here. 62, Scott Ford Jr. and the 81 and Jimmy McIntyre Jr. battling for a spot right now. That's for 16th and 15th. Ahead of them, you see the 96 Christian Taylor on those fresh tires passing the 23 Tyler Smith. You see Smith battling back, though. He gets to the inside after cutting the dog leg. Taylor's going to cover off, though, in the 62. Scott Ford's going to look to take that spot as well. Side by side coming out of turn 2. Bill Sleep, the 64 car, he's making his pit stop currently. Lots of good racing right now. You see Warren Young there passing Frank Warner, who has yet to pit. Right behind Frank, you got the 42 Christopher Bishop, along with the 78 of Logan Physician. Christopher Bishop just passed Logan that previous lap. 84 Andrew Lewis comes in for his stop. Mark Parkhurst is probably going to come in probably this lap, if not next lap. He's going to be out of fuel soon. From what my sources tell me, you get about 43 laps as your max. So I expect him to be coming in this time. Cam Patterson, Cody Moore side by side for what is essentially second place. Cody's going to take that pass. It's for 5th place on track currently, but your top 3 have yet to pit. So it is the de facto second place that Cody Moore just took there. As Shane Fuller is almost in a different zip code right now. I mean, he is putting on a show so far. He's just now coming out of turn 2 there. I think he's got about a 5 or 6 second lead right now over Cody Moore. So he's been doing an exceptional race here. Mark Parkhurst still has not come into pit. We are on lap 45. He's coming in this time. Is the 9 car of Frank Warner going to get the lead a lap, or is he going to have to come into pit road as well? Seems like he's got enough fuel for another lap here. So when they come across the stripe, your new leader will be Frank Warner. He should get himself a bonus point for that. Yep, he's going to be coming into pit road this time by David Mayo in the 35 is on pit road also. So once those guys complete their pit stop, that's going to put Shane Fuller back into the lead. He's got probably, timing's a little messed up. I think he's probably got about a 5-second lead or so over Cody Moore right now, as we've got about 4 laps to go in this stage. He is definitely putting on a clinic right now. He's led just about every lap, and he's still setting great times on the track. Mark Parkhurst, after completing his stop, he's out ahead of Cam Patterson. I think Cam didn't do a great job of saving those tires. He's one of the slower guys in the top 10 right now. Those things are not happy. You see the 78 of Logan Physician. He's in 10th right now. He's holding that last spot down for stage points. Scott Ford Jr. behind him looking to take it away. Mark Parkhurst actually might be looking to try to sneak away a P2 as this stage gets close to its end. He is right behind Cody Moore here. He must have done a pretty good job of saving his tires. Shane Fuller, though, he's a whole straightaway away. As we see Shane Fuller get through the corner, you just start to see Cody Moore or Mark Parkhurst on your screen. He's got a massive lead here as we get to the white flag for the stage. As Shane Fuller comes out of turn 2, you see the 98 of Warren Young. He just got a spot from Cam Patterson. Cam's falling all the way back to 5th here. As Shane Fuller comes out of turn 4, he is going to win stage 1. Cody Moore, Mark Parkhurst, 2nd, 3rd. Warren Young, 4th place. Cam Patterson, 5th. Christopher Bishop in that 42 car finishes 6th in the stage. 7th goes to Jack Scoville in the 15. Christian Taylor, 8th place. Rookie Andrew Lewis gets home to 9th in stage 1, and Logan Physician holding down that 10th spot. That's all your guys that are getting stage points here at the end of stage 1. As you see the field catch up to the pace car here, I'm assuming you're going to see most everybody come down, take tires. You might see a few of the guys that waited till last minute there. Some of them may have taken tires, so they might stay out. Shane Fuller leads them into pit road here. See several guys staying out. We've got about 4 cars that are going to be getting waiver rounds. Let's see if we can figure out the first car who was on the lead lap that stayed out. Yep, first cars on the lead lap that stayed out are Warren Young and Christopher Bishop of Off Camber Racing. As we take a look at them coming off the pit lane here. This beautiful Phoenix, Arizona sunset in the background. I'd like to thank Sim Wrap Market for this camera pack. It is looking absolutely beautiful. You can see the cars file off of pit road there. We've got this beautiful view of the pace car leading them around 3 and 4 here. Let's go ahead and talk with Stage 1 winner Shane Fuller. Hey Shane, it's Jesse in the booth. You got me?
What's up, brother?
Hey man, you brought home the win there in Stage 1. You put on a clinic. Car must be feeling great. Talk to me.
Yeah, dude, it's feeling really, really good right now. It just gets a little snug in the center towards the later part of the run, but other than that, things on rails right now. I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, absolutely. My scoring was a little messed up, but I think you've had about a 5-second lead there when you took Stage 1, so you're definitely putting on a dominant performance. Car's looking good, and I wish you luck in continuing it, man. I look forward to watching.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. I hope everyone's enjoying it.
Yeah, man, it's been a good show. We got 22 people watching right now, if you want to say hi to everybody.
Perfect. All right, welcome on in, everybody. Let's go. Let's get this Granite State Indoor Range car to the lead and win this thing.
Well, unfortunately on the broadcast, it's just the New England car, but I'll take your word for it.
Oh no!
Good luck the rest of the way, bud.
Thank you, buddy.
Stage 1 winner Shane Fuller. Looks like the cars are taking the choose right now. The choose line. See my cursor. It's that point right there where the yellow line meets the finish line. As we focus here on the 98 of Warren Young leading them around. Again, he pit somewhere around, let's see if I can do quick math. He pit somewhere around lap 44. Or I'm sorry, not even close. Somewhere around lap 38, something like that. But he did take tires in his pit stop, so he's going to have older tires than these guys, but not much older. As we take a look at our restart cam, as they lead him around here to the Geico restart zone. Are we not green? We are not green. Apologies. Seems that we have some penalties from the choose rule being handed out. Unfortunately, Andrew Lewis is a rookie, so he might have made a mistake there on the choose rule, but they'll get him re-racked here, and the pace car will go off the track again. And we'll try this one more time. It looks like Shane Fuller, the first one that chose the outside lane there. Warren Young, Christopher Bishop feel more comfortable starting on the inside. As we'll try this again one more time with the beautiful sunset in the background. As they roll through into the Geico restart zone, green flag is out. Christopher Bishop gets a good jump. Or I'm sorry, Warren Young gets a great jump there. He leads the field into turn 1. He's got the lead right now of Shane Fuller. Got a lot of hard racing here, 3 wide, almost coming off the corner. Oh, this is incredible stuff. Mark Parker's barely P3 right now. Christopher Bishop, Cody Moore battling for P4 side by side. Behind you got Cam Patterson, Logan Physician, I believe Scott Ford Jr. there. Oh, Logan Physician, Scott Ford Jr. got into each other a little there. Logan way down on the apron. Everybody seems to have collected their stuff together, but both of them lost some spots there as the yellow comes out. Oh, 23 car, Tyler Smith, hard into the wall. Oh, man. It doesn't look like that was the only incident that we might have had. There might have been one involving Christian Taylor and Justin Bell. But let's go back and take a look at this. See what happened here with Tyler Smith. Yeah, they coming out of turn 2 here. He just gets loose, comes across the nose there, Scott Ford Jr. Not much Scott could have done there. And then if you look in the background there, Christian Taylor, Justin Bell coming out of the corner a little slow. Let's see if they got tangled up with each other. Yeah, they heading into turn 2 there. They get together and spin. Let's take a look from a little higher up. Bell just kind of dives it into the corner. Tries to get on the brakes and he can't, and they both go slide. And I think that's what brought the original caution out. And then this incident with Tyler Smith just happened after the fact. So it's unfortunate that we have 2 accidents on the same lap there. So we go back live. Tyler Smith using his fast repair, getting that machine all fixed up. Every driver has a 1 fast repair if they get caught in an accident. Looks like the 98 of Warren Young and the 42 Chris Bishop went ahead and went down pit road there. All the cars that pit were Jimmy McIntyre Jr., Warren Young, John McIntyre, Scott Ford Jr., Christian Taylor, Ben Madden, Bill Sleep, David Mayo, Justin Bell, Tyler Smith, all going ahead and making their stop. I'm curious if they're able to make it on fuel the rest of the way for the stage. They should be able to. I'm honestly surprised that more people didn't come down pit road there. According to all my information, the stage is at lap 100, and we've seen that the fuel window is roughly 45 laps, so all those folks that just pit should have enough, while the entire top 9 cars that stayed out, they might be short here near the end. We take a look at our choose cam here. Shane Fuller, Mark Parkhurst take the inside. Cody Moore, Cam Patterson take the outside. Everybody seems to be making a clean choose here. It gets a little stacked up near the back of the field. You're going to see the pace car drop off here. Your front row after that choose is Shane Fuller, Cody Moore, followed by Mark Parkhurst, Cam Patterson. Logan Physician making his way into the top 5. He had that 10th spot there. As our beautiful Phoenix sunset is almost gone now. As we take a look at our restart zone as they go into the green flag. Shane Fuller getting a good launch. Cody Moore not too bad. As you see him fan out. Going into turn 1 here. Cody Moore, Cam Patterson side by side for second. Cam Patterson trying to take that spot. Cody Moore still has a nose on the inside, though. But he looks like he's going to lose the spot. And we're back to what it looked like in Stage 1. Shane Fuller, Cam Patterson out front. We'll see if Cam's able to do a better job this time of saving those tires. You see the 10 car, the family man, Tony Osborne. Oh, man. Who was that back there? Getting into the wall. Looks like everybody was able to straighten it back out. I'm trying to figure out who that might have been. Let's go ahead and go back and see if we can figure out what that was. You saw a couple cars get into the wall. It was the 6 car Jordan Schur coming out of turn 2. Oh man, the 81 of Jimmy McIntyre Jr. got loose, came down, put Jordan right into the wall. As we see Jordan Schur, he had to come down pit road and get that car fixed back up. The 81 as well, making a pit stop. Both those cars are hurt. We take a look back at our leader, Shane Fuller. Lap 67 of 175 tonight. It's been a good show so far. First and second locked down right now with Shane Fuller and Cam Patterson. But Cody Moore is holding off the Hornet's Nest right now for third place. Logan Physician had the nose to the outside. A little bit of contact there. He's going to drop back. Mark Parkhurst is looking to come up and get that spot as well. See Jack Scoville and rookie Andrew Lewis side by side. Mark Parkhurst, Logan Physician side by side. A little bit more contact between the 78 and the 88. This is some really good racing here for these 8 or 9 spots. See a lot of people there diving down the dog leg. Logan Physician, he's going to settle into your third spot. Mighty Donut Motorsports out front with Shane Fuller, and then second and third our Minor Motorsports, Cam Patterson, Logan Physician. 62 car there, Scott Ford got a little loose coming through the corner. He got somebody got in his rear bumper, got his car a little unsettled. Tony Osborne looking to get around his teammate there, and Cody Moore. Definitely a bit harder racing here in stage 2 so far. People got more comfortable and now they're looking to see what their cars have. Logan Physician trying to settle into third place, but Jack Scoville right behind him. Everything is looking clean so far. Man, Shane Fuller and Cam Patterson are just walking away from the field right now. These two have about a 4-second lead right now over third place, Logan Physician. You can see the gap there. As we see back behind them, a battle for third. Logan Physician, Jack Scoville side by side. Jack's going to take the spot. Logan trying to cross him over, but he's not going to be able to. Jack Scoville finds his way into third place. As we heard from Cody Moore pre-race, the last season here at Phoenix, Jack Scoville was very strong. Started dead last tonight. Oh, Never mind that. Ben Madden started dead last. Jack Scoville was second to dead last, and he's made his way up to third place now. So definitely a hell of a drive by Jack so far. Keeping the car clean. Definitely some good racing so far. Shane Fuller, he's extending that lead a little bit right now. Not by a whole lot, but it's up to between 1 to 1.5 seconds right now over Cam Patterson and that Red Bull machine. Of course, your running order right now is that 57 of Shane Fuller. You got the 38 there, Cam Patterson. And the 15 of Jack Scoville. He's 5 seconds back from the leader. And then right behind him, you got Logan Physician, Mark Parkhurst, Warren Young all fighting for fourth. Logan's still able to hold that spot down for now. Cody Moore pretty comfortably in 7th place right now. Mark Parkhurst gets the run on the outside. Logan Physician going to cut it down to the apron. Mark still sticking it side by side as they go into turn 1. He might have the momentum out of the corner here and be able to take that 4th spot away from the 78, and he does. Warren Young also looking to take the spot. Warren looking to move into 5th place here, and then Cody Moore also looking to get by. I think Logan just drove it too hard too early, and he's already burnt his tires up, which is not a good look this early into the stage. They are halfway through the stage, but that's still a long ways to go. As we go back a little farther here in the 62 car, Scott Ford Jr. and the 84 of Andrew Lewis still battling. That's your battle for the 10th spot right now. Scott Ford Jr. makes his way into stage point territory on that lap. Definitely some tough racing throughout the field here so far. As we go back to your leader, Shane Fuller. Again, I'm not quite sure if these guys can make it on fuel. Your top 4 drivers have all been out on track for 28 laps now. Get to the end of the stage, that'll be 48 laps. With the pace laps, they might have been able to save enough fuel, but I'm not entirely sure. But Shane Fuller is continuing his dominant performance so far tonight. He's extended that lead now over Cam Patterson to almost 2 seconds. We've got ourselves a caution. Let's see if we can figure out what happened here as the pace car kamikazes his way. Let's go back and see if we can find what happened here on lap 82. Sorry about that delay. It looked like the 32 car Ryan Castleberry got loose. Oh, that's probably going to end the 23 Tyler Smith's night, as he already has taken his fast repair and that car is now destroyed. Let's go back and take another look here from on board. He's coming through turn 1 and 2, comes out of the corner, sees the 32 get loose, and just isn't able to move and get out of the way. So unfortunately for Tyler Smith, if I was a betting man, yeah, he's on pit road right now. That's going to be significant time spent getting repairs. The 32 car Ryan Castleberry there, he had his fast repairs, so he's going to take it, get his car fixed back up. Shane Fuller still looks to be our leader right now. The 38 car Cam Patterson still right behind him. These two have been 1 and 2 basically all night, other than a few laps there at the end of stage 1 where Cam Patterson's tires had fallen off. If he's done a better job of saving tire this time, he might be able to make a run for this stage here. It is possible. Jack Scoville. That 15 car sits P3 as we watch the cars choose lanes. Seems to be clean chooses from everybody as they line up. Shane Fuller, Cam Patterson front row. Row 2, Mark Parkhurst, Jack Scoville. Row 3, Warren Young, Cody Moore. Row 4, Chris Bishop, Logan Physician. Row 5, Scott Ford, Tony Osborne. Your top 10. As the pace car is off, as they get all clustered together here for this restart, we're going to have about 14 laps until the end of stage 2. Then we're going to have a 75 lap run to the end, as our Phoenix sunset is officially gone and it is now officially dark. We get the green flag back out. Shane Fuller gets a good jump side by side behind him there for P2. Mark Parkhurst trying to take that from Cam Patterson. Cam Patterson able to keep the momentum up. He should be able to cover that spot there on Mark Parkhurst, and he does. You see Scott Ford Jr. making a move to the inside. Cody Moore looking to the inside of Jack Scoville. You see him fan out again. That's just an incredible view of the dogleg there. Jack Scoville, Cody Moore battling hard right now for 5th place. Still side by side as they touch a little bit there on the straightaway. They go into turns 3 and 4. Cody Moore on the inside, Scoville on the outside. Can Jack Scoville keep the momentum? See Cody Moore dive low across the apron again to keep that time, as they are side by side once again through turns 1 and 2. You see Warren Young getting a run here on Mark Parkhurst for your 3rd spot. He's going to be able to take that spot away from the 0-4 most likely. You see the 98 dive low across the apron there. He's looking to reel in your two leaders of the race tonight so far, Cam Patterson, Shane Fuller. Shane's already working on extending his lead again over Cam Patterson with an absolute dominant performance tonight. Got a bit of a hornet's nest back here when we look at Tony Osborne sitting in P12 right now. He's got about 4 different guys looking to take the spot from him. You got Tony Osborne, Andrew Lewis, Christian Taylor. Several guys right there. 2-car John McIntyre, as Tony does his Houdini act. You see Warren Young now right on the back bumper there of Cam Patterson. He's your fastest on track for the last 2 laps. He's definitely moving right now, as he's going to look to get his nose outside here of the 38 as they come out of the corner. They're coming side by side here into turn 3. Warren Young pinches down. As they come across the stripe, Warren Young does get the spot from Cam Patterson. Shane Fuller, though, able to extend his lead a little bit, watching them battle in his mirror. As the yellow flag is back out. We seem to have had another incident. Not sure who it involved. Let's go back and see if we can find out. As you see, the 78 car of Logan Physician just comes down 62 as Scott Ford Jr. gets into the back bumper, sends the 78 around. 7 car was also getting loose, but he was able to keep it back together. Let's go back and ride on board the 62 car, see what he saw here. As they come into turn 1. Yeah, he might have thought he had the nose underneath of the 78 car there, but the gap just closed back up on him as Ben Madden doors him for good measure. Let's go back live here. Shane Fuller has been your absolutely dominant car tonight. I mean, I don't have it in front of me, but I think he's led well over half of this race at this point, I do believe. But right behind him is the 98 car, Warren Young. That Monster Hydro machine. He was definitely making up ground there here near the end of stage 2. So it'll be interesting to see if he has anything for the number 57. Warren Young. He's a rookie to the Donut Box Xfinity Series. His first start was last week, but he's well known around here in the Donut Box Racing Leagues. He's done a lot of truck races in the past, but he's a very good driver, as well as Shane Fuller. So it's going to be interesting to see how this works out for these guys. 38 of Cam Patterson. He's been top 5 all night, along with the 04 of Mark Parkhurst. Cody Moore was coming along strong there near the end of the stage. He's sitting top 5, rounding out your top 5 right now. Jack Scoville, Christopher Bishop, Scott Ford Jr., Andrew Lewis, Justin Bell round out your top 10. As we take a look again. Let's go to our Sky Cam here. Beautiful Phoenix International Raceway. Home of the championship races for the respective NASCAR series in real life. We don't roll like that around here in the Donut Box or Racing Leagues. We tend to switch it up. Phoenix does get a little old, as our drivers are likely coming to the choose line here. See your leader 57, Shane Fuller, takes the bottom. Warren Young, Cam Patterson go high. Looks like everybody's making their choose cleanly. Looks like you got several cars in the back of the field there, sometimes forgetting that the choose rule exists. But We won't call them out too hard as long as they line up properly afterwards. Pace car does go off. Familiar face up front, Shane Fuller going to lead them to the green once again. This has been just an incredible performance out of the 57 so far. He's definitely been having a great race. As they go through turns 3 and 4, we go to our restart cam. As they enter the Geico restart zone, green flag back out. Shane Fuller once again getting a good jump. As we watch him fan out. Somewhere 2-3 wide. You see them there almost 3 wide for third place. Cam Patterson able to hold it for now. Cody Moore into the wall hard. That collects multiple cars. I saw Jack Scoville involved, Justin Bell, Christian Taylor, among others. We're going to have to go back and look at that. As you see, Cody Moore in the 88 has to tow. That's huge implications there for last week's winner. Let's go back and take a look at that, and we'll slow it down. As you see them fan out here, going through turns 1 and 2. They're 3 wide right there going into turn 1. And I think what happens is Cody, as they come through turn 2 and get onto the front stretch, Cody's car drifts up a little bit and just catches the bumper of the 04. Puts Cody hard into the wall. The 04 and the 15 have nowhere to go. Christopher Bishop's involved. Multiple cars involved. That is the Phoenix big one, folks. Christian Taylor catching some air off of that hit. John McIntyre involved. Looks like the family man Tony Osborne had a good view there. Let's ride on board with him. Excellent job there by Tony. Getting checked up. You see Ben Madden there on his side. Nowhere for him to go. He almost rolled it over. This wreck definitely changes this race for a lot of people. As we go back live. Meanwhile, I do believe that was your stage 2 finish. As you see everybody hitting pit road. Shane Fuller winning the stage, obviously, but I'm not quite sure about the rest of the stage results, as most of the people that were in contention for stage points were involved in that wreck. I mean, the wreck happened about P3 and collected, gosh, probably half the field, or a little under half the field. Oh, man. That was definitely not a very pretty sight there. Let's go ahead and chat with the family man, Tony Osborne, on how he made it through that wreck. Hey, Tony, it's Jesse up in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir, I do.
Oh, man. You made it through that one. That was almost a whole track blocker. What do you think happened there? And you're definitely glad you made it through in one piece there?
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely glad I made it through. I was just coming off the turn. I just seen a whole bunch of carnage coming, so I just had to find a gap and pray pretty much.
Yeah, you definitely did a good job of checking up. Hopefully, I don't know if Cody's night is done. I know he had to tow, so he's probably going to lose some laps. But, yeah, you're definitely doing pretty good. You're moving up into 7th now after that, so you're getting in the top 10 here. And As the pace car's coming off, I'll put you back down, but have good luck the rest of the way, man.
Alrighty, thank you.
I didn't realize we were going green so quick, but you got the 57 there, Shane Fuller, your perennial front row driver tonight. 78 a Logan Physician on the front row. Justin Bell and Jimmy McIntyre Jr. row 2. As the green flag comes out, Shane Fuller takes off. Bad start there from Logan Physician. Justin Bell jumps him as they fan back out here across turn 1. Across the dogleg and into turn 1, rather. Shane Fuller jumps out to a good lead. Tony Osborne, Logan Physician side by side for 4th. I'm sorry, for 3rd, rather. Then you got them side by side behind that with Warren Young and Jimmy McIntyre Jr. They're still battling now for P2. Logan Physician looking to move up into that spot after restarting there. See, he has the outside line on Justin Bell. Bell gets a little loose off the corner. Looks like Logan's going to be able to take that spot and move up into P2. Justin Bell, P3. Tony Osborne, P4. Warren Young, P5. Chris Bishop dives down across the dog leg. He's looking to move into P6 now over Jimmy McIntyre Jr. as they go side by side in the corner. Warren Young looks to take 4th from Tony Osborne and does. Shane Fuller once again extending his lead as Justin Bell tries to look under the 78 car, get that spot back, but Warren Young's trying to take the spot from both of them. Incredible racing so far. Ooh, the 7 and the 98. Might have been a little contact there out of the corner. I'm not sure. 04 car, Mark Parkhurst might have been loose there out of the corner, but he's pretty slow. You see the 62 car pretty slow there getting loose. He might have had some contact there with 38 at Cam Patterson, but everybody gets away clean from that. Cam Patterson, he's sitting in 10th right now. He's looking to make his way back up the field. Christian Taylor, Jimmy McIntyre in front of him. You see Chris Bishop and Tony Osborne side by side right now. I believe that is for 4th place. It is. Christopher Bishop in the 42 moves up into 4th place. Warren Young gets around Logan Physician for 2nd, and he's looking to reel in your leader, Shane Fuller. Shane does have a big lead already, though, as the usual, with 69 laps to go tonight. Shane Fuller, P1, Warren Young, P2, Logan Physician, P3, Chris Bishop, P4, Tony Osborne, P5. 33 car, Ben Madden, battling with Christian Taylor right now. Ben is up to 6th place. I think that's the high of the night for him so far. But Christian Taylor's not giving that spot up easy. Actually, Christian Taylor's trying to take the spot. Oh, there's contact. 33 gets loose. As they are almost 4 wide coming through the dogleg there. Oh, man. You've got the 7 up into the wall. The 38 of Cam Patterson, he's on the move. That was definitely sketchy there. I'm pretty sure they were 4 wide coming into turn 1. See Christian Taylor lose another spot to the 62 with Scott Ford Jr. You go back up towards the front here. Logan Physician holding off Christopher Bishop for P3. This is definitely a close battle here between these two. Chris Bishop right on his bumper here as they cross the stripe. Shane Fuller is 1st place right now with about a 2nd to a 2.5 lead over Warren Young. And with 65 laps to go, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break while we have some green flag racing here. And I'll be right back. As we go back live here, I'd like to thank all of you guys for tuning in tonight. Definitely appreciate it. Donut Box Racing Leagues appreciates it. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, all that good stuff. If you're an iRacer and you're interested in joining the league, there is a link in the description of the live stream to hopefully invite you to Donut Box Racing Leagues. To be honest with you, that link may be expired. So, who knows? Maybe not. You see Cam Patterson there in that 38, putting heaps of pressure on the 10 of Tony Osborne for 5th place. I'm not sure where Cam Patterson lost all the track position that he had earlier, but he's had to battle back a little bit here since this last restart. He's definitely been moving his way back forward, though. And the 98 of Warren Young, he's slightly been able to cut into Shane Fuller's lead. He was about a 10th quicker last lap than Shane Fuller. Shane still putting on a master class of a race, though. I do believe that he's won both stages and he's looking to win the race here. As long as he can hold off Warren Young. 42 car Christopher Bishop, he's in third place. He's about 5.5 seconds back from P1 and 2 right now. Logan Physician holding down fourth place for now, but he's got Cam Patterson and Scott Ford Jr. right behind him. Justin Bell, the 7 cars, in 7th place. Behind him, Tony Osborne in 8th. The 96 car Christian Taylor is currently running 9th place. And then 10th place is that 33 car Ben Madden, but he's got Jack Scoville right on his back door driver. We'll go ahead and go back out front here. As you see the 84 car there of Andrew Lewis going a lap down. Warren Young shrinking that lead ever so slightly. It's becoming quite a good race here for P1. As Warren Young is trying to reel them in. Shane Fuller, though, doing his best to stay calm, collected, stay out front of this thing. Logan Physician still been able to hold off Cam Patterson, Scott Ford Jr. for 4th place. Scott Ford Jr. cut the apron so much that the scoring system had thought he was pitting for a second there. When it comes to Phoenix Raceway, some of these drivers are able to swing that car in so low that they're able to gain quite a considerable amount of time from it. But this is definitely the some of the best racing on track right now. Is right here for 4th with Cam Patterson, Scott Ford Jr., Justin Bell, all within striking distance. Currently, right now, the only drivers out of this race, the 32 car of Ryan Castleberry. Tyler Smith has got his car fixed up and back out there, but he's 17 laps down right now. Mike Poole in that number 84 machine, he's your only car 3 laps down currently. The other 84, Andrew Lewis, if we are to have a yellow flag, he would be your lucky dog right now. 4th place is heating up. Cam Patterson has got the inside line now. He dives it again here into turn 3 and 4 as these teammates battle it out here for 4th place. Logan Physician able to hold him off once again, as both of these drivers are catching Christopher Bishop ahead of them. And the 98 of Warren Young doing his best to shrink Shane Fuller's lead. He was about 2/10 quicker than Shane that last lap, as he dives low there on the dog leg. You've had a couple of drivers make pit stops so far in this stage. Frank Warner, the first one to come down pit road. He's currently your first car 2 laps down. We take a look at our blimp view. As you see, Shane Fuller, he goes ahead and comes down pit road. Probably going to get fuel and tires if I had to guess. 44 laps to go here. Seven car Justin Bell also coming down into pit road. He was running P7. You're going to start to see drivers make their way to pit road now as they're officially in the pit window to make it to the end on fuel. 78 car Logan Physician makes his way onto pit road. Tyler Smith in that 23 machine is going to go ahead and top off on fuel. Warren Young, your current race leader. Frank Warner does get around him to get one lap back. As the second closest car right now is Christopher Bishop, about 6 seconds back. You see the 38 Cam Patterson making his way to pit road, along with the 04 there of Mark Parkhurst. He's 2 laps down currently after sustaining damage in that big wreck. '98 car Warren Young, he makes his way to pit road. That's going to make your new leader the 42 car right there, Christopher Bishop. He's got Jordan Schurer right behind him, who's 1 lap down. Jordan already made his pit stop, so he gets his lap back there, I do believe. Get out of here, C Cleaner. No one likes you. 15 car Jack Scoville, he's currently getting his pit service done. See the 33 car Ben Madden, the 32 car Ryan Castleberry come on the pit road. See Cam Patterson has overtaken teammate Logan Physician there. Both of them have made their pit stops. Now Cam Patterson is out in front. '42 car Chris Bishop there coming on the pit road, along with Scott Ford Jr. right behind him. Tony Osborne, the family man, also making his way to pit road along with Mike Poole. It's going to make the 2 car John McIntyre your new leader. His brother Jimmy McIntyre, Jr. P2. Christian Taylor moves up into P3, although he's looking to take P2, and we have a yellow flag. I'm not quite sure what happened, but that happened in mid-pit cycle is going to trap several drivers a lap down, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and see if we can go back and figure out what happened here. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see anything on who was involved or why the yellow came out. Running order is definitely very mixed up right now. Like I said, there were several drivers that ended up trapped a lap down because they went ahead and took their pit stops, and we still had several cars out on track that had not pit yet. As you see, several of the front drivers going to be taking waiver rounds to get back on the lead lap, as Cam Patterson is your lucky dog. Logan Physician getting a wave around, Justin Bell, Scott Ford Jr., Cody Moore, Mark Parkhurst, Ben Madden, Mike Poole. There's Mike Poole. Jack Scoville, Tony Osborne. All these drivers are getting waiver rounds. You got the 23, Tyler Smith, getting a waiver round. 6 car, Jordan Schurer. Your first car on the lead lap is the 98 car there, Warren Young, followed by the 42 car, Christopher Bishop. I don't know how these guys keep ending up on the front row after pit strategy, but here they are again. They're going to be your first 2 cars getting ready to go green here. Behind them, you've got John McIntyre, Christian Taylor, Jimmy McIntyre Jr., rounding out your top 5. We take a look at our flag stand camera. You're going to see several of these drivers go past the pace car and take their waiver rounds to get back up on the lead lap. And then you'll see the red car there, Warren Young. He takes the inside line. Bishop takes the inside. John McIntyre takes the outside. Christian Taylor to the inside, and then so on and so forth. You know, this race hasn't been all that long, and I feel like I've been talking for like 6 hours. I'm trying to get better at being more personable and more enthusiastic, and I hope it comes through in this race. A little bit more of an effort to kind of get more hyped up for me. As the 98 of Warren Young, the 42 Chris Bishop, off camber racing teammates. As we go to our restart cam here. Green flag is back out here at Phoenix International Raceway. As they fan out across the dog leg. See David Mayo in the 35 get up into the wall. 57 car, Shane Fuller's in the middle, 3 wide here. They're almost 4 wide on the back stretch. Wow. Shane Fuller is on the move. He wants to get back up front as soon as he can, because he knows the longer it takes him to get out front is the better chance that Warren Young in the 98 has to run away with this thing with 32 laps to go. He's building up a decent lead so far. John McIntyre and Christopher Bishop behind, battling for P2 side by side as they come across the stripe. They're still door-to-door racing as they go into turn 1. Neither man wants to give up the spot, but it looks like Christopher Bishop will eventually likely be able to take this spot from John McIntyre, although the 2 car does keep fighting back. They are neck and neck right now, and Warren Young loves it. The longer they keep fighting, the happier he's going to be. Shane Fuller's creeping up on these 2. They are still racing side by side for P2 right now. Looks like John McIntyre is going to be able to hold the spot for now over Christopher Bishop. Shane Fuller in that 57 car, he's been your dominant driver so far tonight. He's looking to make the pass for 3rd place on Christopher Bishop. He's moving his way back forward as the 98 car Warren Young is slowly building his lead. David Mayo in that 35 car still able to hold on to 5th place right now. Andrew Lewis sitting P6. Jimmy McIntyre's 7th place right now. Cam Patterson is going to be running 8th place at the moment. Running 9th is Christian Taylor in that 96 machine, and then you've got a battle for 10th here between Logan Physician and Scott Ford Jr. side by side across the stripe. Good battle for the top 10 here between these two. They've been fighting several times tonight for position, and they're still side by side. We go back up towards the front here, the 57, Shane Fuller. He is trying to make his way back up to 2nd to see if he can reel Warren Young in. But unfortunate timing for the caution has set Warren Young up with great position here. Because while Shane is having to fight through these cars, he's just building his lead. And he's got it up to about a 2nd to a 2.5 now over the rest of the field. And all it means is that Shane's having to use up more tires to try to get by these guys while Warren's able to coast a little bit and try to save his. So with 25 to go, this race going to be interesting here near the end. Everybody's kind of getting single filed out. All the way here to 10th place with Scott Ford Jr. Got a little bit of a side-by-side battle here for 12th with Justin Bell and Jack Scoville. Looks like Jack's going to be able to take that spot, and he does. As we go back up front here, Shane Fuller was able to get by John McIntyre, so now he can get to cutting down on that lead that Warren Young has. As long as he's got the tires left with 23 laps to go, you almost begin to wonder if the lead that Warren has is too much for Shane to overcome without driving his car too hard to have nothing left at the end. So it'll definitely be interesting to see how it plays out. The 57 car has definitely been the class of the field tonight, but right now he's sitting P2. Christian Taylor loses the 10th spot there to Logan Physician. He's got a good gap back to Jack Scoville, though, for 11th. As we go back to your leader here, the 98, Warren Young. Shane Fuller was about a 10th quicker that lap. So Shane is definitely gaining on the 98 here. But again, like I previously mentioned, will he have enough here at the end? If you're still tuned in here with 20 laps to go in the Donut Box Xfinity Series Week 2 race of Phoenix Raceway here, feel free to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for coming out and supporting our broadcast here and watching these drivers put on a hell of a race. Everybody's pretty secure in their positions right now. Warren Young, Shane Fuller, John McIntyre, Chris Bishop, your top 4, all pretty comfortable. Andrew Lewis in the 84, he's facing a little bit of pressure here from David Mayo from 5th. Then you've got Jimmy McIntyre Jr. right there in P6 holding his spot down. See Cam Patterson and Franklin Warner there almost having a little contact through 1 and 2. Cam Patterson's pretty comfortably in 8th place right now, with Scott Ford Jr. sitting in the 9th position and Logan Physician behind him in 10th. Rounding out your top 10. Everybody's pretty single file right now, so we're going to go ahead and go back up to your battle between P1 and 2. Shane Fuller still slightly faster, but how long will that last? Will he have enough in the tank here to be able to catch Warren Young and then get by him? That's the thing about racing, is it's two different things. It's one thing to catch somebody, and it's another one to complete the pass. And if Shane's burning too much tire up here, will he have the grip to be able to make a move on the 98 when it comes down to it? As you see the 6 car, Jordan Schur, going a lap down there. He lets your 1st and 2nd place drivers go by with no issues. Again, everybody's getting pretty decently spread out. Jimmy McIntyre Jr. has gotten by David Mayo, and he's looking to make the pass on Andrew Lewis here. He's definitely the faster out of these 3 cars. Cam Patterson, though, he's gained a lot of ground. He's in 8th place right now, but he's right behind David Mayo, Jimmy McIntyre, and Andrew Lewis here all the way up to the 5th place. As the 57 car of Shane Fuller does continue to try to reel in that 98 car of Warren Young. Shane's still just ever so little bit quicker. Every lap he's turning a bit of a quicker lap time than Warren Young. So he's definitely making up ground. I mean, he's definitely getting very close to him here, but with 13 laps to go, if he does make a move, is he going to be able to stick it and get by him? That's the question that we're going to have answered here, likely in just a few laps as this thing winds down. It's definitely been an incredible performance by Shane so far, winning stage 1 and 2. And he's definitely made it an interesting race here for P1. He's only about 2/10 behind Warren Young now. Still faster that lap by about 1/10. Cam Patterson, farther back in the field, has made his way from 8th to 6th place in the last few laps. But we continue to focus on this battle for the lead. You see Shane Fuller cut low on that apron there, trying to get every little bit of ground he can on the 98 of Warren Young. It's definitely been a good showing tonight for Off Camber Racing. They've got 2 of their drivers in the top 5. It's also been a good showing for Team Send It. They've got John McIntyre and Jimmy McIntyre in the top 5. And then, of course, you've got mighty Donut Motorsports driver Shane Fuller dominating this race so far. He rounds out your top 5 as far as the teams go. But he keeps creeping ever so closer. We've got 9 laps to go here. If he can get to him, is he going to be able to have enough car to make the move? He gets to the inside here through turns 1 and 2. Warren's able to keep the momentum out of the corner. Stay ahead of him here as they come down into turns 3 and 4 with 8 laps to go, about to be 7 to go. This is going to be a good finish here. Farther back in the field, David Mayo and Andrew Lewis battling. That's for 7th place. Scott Ford, Logan position, battling a little farther back. John McIntyre is actually only a second back from the 2 leaders right now. He was faster than both of them last lap. It'll be interesting to see with 6 to go if he can put his hat in the race. And if this can be a 3-way battle for the lead and for the win tonight. Christopher Bishop's sitting P4. He's about 5 seconds back from the leader. And everyone else back is, 6 to 11 seconds back. So it's really a 3-horse race here with 6 to go. Warren Young, Shane Fuller, John McIntyre. Warren's been able to hold Shane off so far. Shane having the dominant car all night tonight. You see John McIntyre in the background getting to the wall a little bit. Doesn't seem to hurt him too bad. John McIntyre was your fastest car on track last lap. He's definitely trying to make up ground on these leaders, but he lost a little time that lap. Folks, I don't know if Shane Fuller has enough car left to be able to get by Warren Young. Of course, this is Phoenix, and you've got that heavy braking zone right there going into turn 3. There's always a chance that Shane tries to move him if he has to. But it's definitely going to be a good battle here as we get to 3 laps to go. Warren Young, Shane Fuller, John McIntyre. Your top 3 here. All within about a second of each other. As we're going to keep it focused on this battle for the lead all the way to the end. 2 laps to go. Is Shane Fuller going to have enough car to make a move on Warren Young? Can John McIntyre catch both of these guys? This is getting very close here at the end. As Warren Young goes into turn 3. Comes out of turn 4. He's going to take the white flag. Shane Fuller starting to lose time now. He might lose P2 to John McIntyre here. As it looks like Warren Young makes his way out of turn 2 with about a 0.6 of a second lead here. Unless Shane Fuller can make a miracle happen, it's going to be 98. Warren Young taking home the win. 1 more corner to go coming out of turn 4. 98 Warren Young is going to be your winner tonight. Shane Fuller P2. John McIntyre gets P3. Christopher Bishop, Jimmy McIntyre Jr. round out your top 5. Finishing 6th place. 38 of Cam Patterson, followed by Scott Ford Jr., David Mayo, Logan Physician, and Andrew Lewis rounding out your top 10. As we go to the 98 car, Warren Young. About to celebrate his win. Congratulations once again there to Warren Young. Going to be your race winner tonight. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a quick word with P3, John McIntyre. Hey, John, it's Jesse up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, congratulations on the P3 getting on the podium tonight. I think you were definitely faster than both of those cars at the end there. You think if you had just probably 10 more laps, you think you could have had something for them?
Yeah, with 10 more laps, I probably would have got Shane. Young, he was all front hitting his marks. He was pretty fast, but maybe in 10 more laps, I could have gotten both.
Yeah, and you were, I believe you were one of the cars that managed to wait to take your pit stop before we had that big wreck there, or that caution that I couldn't actually find out what happened. So track position worked out good for you, not getting trapped a lap down and bringing home the third place tonight. You got any shout outs you'd like to make tonight?
Big shout out to mom and dad. They watch, they support me. Big shout out to my family. Another shout out is to Team Send It with David, Bill, Jimmy.
Yeah, it was definitely a good night for you guys, bringing home a third, a fifth, and an eighth there out of the top 10. Make sure to tell Jimmy I said he drove a hell of a race too. And with that, I'm going to send you back down to those guys, and congrats on the podium tonight.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
All right, I just got to find the channel here. There it is. All righty. Go ahead and bring up. Well, I actually won't bring up your P2, Shane Fuller. He doesn't seem available to talk right now, so we're just going to skip right past him and go right to Warren Young, your race winner. Warren, it's Jesse up in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, sir. Barely. I've got COVID.
Oh,
Feeling
man.
a little rough.
Well, we can call it your Michael Jordan flu game tonight, coming through with the track position after that yellow flag. You hadn't made your stop yet, and you end up out in the front row, and you ran away with this thing. How's it feel?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. It feels pretty dang good since I haven't drove the Xfinity cars since I guess I had to drive it to get my B license, or when I got my B license 2 years ago, and I never run fixed setups. I thought I absolutely sucked at them. So I'll take it. It feels really good.
Yeah, absolutely. You definitely had a very fast car tonight. There were several times where you were trying to reel in Shane to get the top spot in those stages, and then here at the end, you were able to hold him off. I just want to say
Yeah.
congratulations again, man. Good job
Thanks.
tonight getting the win.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. And yeah, that was great racing with Shane again, and everybody in the league and everything. I really enjoy it. Um, like I said, if I can get down to knowing how to manage the fixed setup the way they are, I think I can do a lot better. I struggled on exit in both corners, truthfully, most of the race. So got a few things to touch up.
Well, again, congratulations on the win. And before I send you back down, is there any shout outs you'd like to make?
Oh man, yeah, I'd like to shout out my mom. She's watching. She never misses a race.
Shout
Uh,
out, man. That's the second. I've done 2 interviews. That's the second parent shout out. Apparently, we've got
Good
parents
deal.
watching all over the place.
Oh yeah, absolutely. My mom never missed a race when I raced in real life, and she doesn't miss one here, and she really enjoys it. So shout out to her and my wife and my kids and my team, off camber racing, Mike Poole and Christopher Bishop. They kind of helped coach me along of getting reacquainted with the car and setups here um, in the Xfinity. So definitely a big shout out to those guys and you for broadcasting the race, and Cody Cody Moore for putting on the great league. Again, I'm happy to be back.
Yeah, we're glad to have you back, man. I gotta get in a car at some point and race again with you. I haven't raced you since friggin' season 1 of trucks, I don't think. So it's
Yeah,
definitely good to
well,
have you back around.
don't do that because then I'll be interviewing for second place.
Oh, come on now. These I am not that good in these cars. You can relax. I'd be getting beat every night out there. But yeah, definitely congrats again on the win. It's good to see you back
Thanks.
racing here in the Donut Box, and I'll send you back down to celebrate.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. That was Warren Young getting a win. Second week back in the Donut Box Racing Leagues after a bit of a break. That's going to wrap it up here tonight from beautiful Phoenix Raceway. We'll send us out with some music, and we'll go back and watch those last couple laps. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Have a good night. Hit that like button, subscribe button. Goodbye.